Hey! If you're watching this video, it indicates you're curious about the differences between paid CDL training and attending a CDL school. Advanced Career Institute is our name. The area's top truck driving school. We will discuss the benefits and drawbacks of a paid CDL training program versus a truck driving school. So, what exactly is CDL paid training? So, when it comes to CDL instruction, where does a corporation disguise the trucking school? So, advertise saying, hey, come on into our school. We'll pay you to obtain your CDL license and then hire you to work for us. And it appears to be wonderful on the surface. It sounds fantastic. It's a win-win situation. I'll get paid to learn how to get my CDL license, and I'll have a job waiting for me after I get it. If I didn't work in the industry, I'd say, wow, that's amazing, why wouldn't I do that? But the things they don't tell you are similar to the things in the, as they say, read the fine print. So the first thing you must understand is that you must go to a recognized training provider. Certain companies can now be accredited training providers, which means you must work for them afterward. You can if you go to an accredited training provider other than the school itself. You can basically work for anybody you want. Actually, this paid CDL training will be when they ship you off to the dark side. Likely on a local bus company. 2, they're going to lock you in a room. You will have to share that with 1 or 2 other people. As a result, there is no privacy. 3, they'll most likely serve you a sandwich for lunch and a stepping stone for dinner. When it comes to breakfast, you're on your own, which is understandable. 4, you'll be confined to that location for training. You can't go anywhere else. Right? So it's not like any other school where you can just drop in and out. You've given it your all, and the most important item will be in the contract you sign to acquire this paid CDL training. Because they are paying you. You'll sign a contract with them that says something like this. You'll be working for this company for a year to 2 years, depending on the contract. If you quit or are fired during the first 1 to 2 years, they have the right to sue you for the training balance. This training will not be a basic $3,000 or $4,000 training. They're going to charge you for this training. Because they have to charge you for your room, board, transportation, and all of this additional instruction. The bare minimum is going to be around $16,000 in cash. That's correct. So, if you go through this program and attempt to obtain this free CDL training, you start working for the company and quickly discover that it is not a good place to work. Otherwise, you may be dismissed from that company. They now have the legal authority to sue you for the $16,000 you owe them. You then might cry, no, I'm not. I don't know about you, but getting sued for $55,000 is not a fun thing to do. It will also add a lot of stress to the situation. Just consider the psychology of it. If they were that good of a company, wouldn't they always have drivers applying to them? Right? Because they now have to pay you to go to training so that they can work for you. This most likely suggests that their company's culture is not a good fit. So the only way they can envision getting additional drivers is to lock them in on this contract. And virtually say, hey, you can't work for anyone else, and if you do, we're going to sue you. Fine. If you pursue the opposite option, you'll end up at a CDL training school. There are some schools that are camouflaged in the same way. So, before you sign anything, make certain that you have read all of the fine print. However, because we are the top truck driving school in the area, I can tell you about our school in detail. Our goal is to get 1 million people on the path to liberty. And how can you be free if you have to work for someone? To us, liberty is having options in life. Having said that, in order to have options, you must be able to choose where you want to work. If you want to work there for a month and then change jobs since they suddenly don't need you, they did not function well for you as a company, or perhaps the culture does not matter. Something they did was not appropriate for you. You should be able to alter your mind at no extra expense. So our business model is that you will pay us for the actual instruction. The nice thing is that you now become a customer rather than a slave. Right? That being said, we will work around your time, and you will be able to choose your training plan. This implies you can attend school part-time while also working full-time. Because you will have bills to pay. Your life does not come to a halt just because you attend truck driving school. You'll get a tiny sniping if you attend to this paid training class. Which means you'll probably make more money if you just maintain working your full-time job. Right? That being said, you do have options when it comes to scheduling. We're open 7 days a week at Advanced Career Institute, and we give our students access to their own student training site, where they can plan any days they find available that meet their needs and their schedule. Right? So there you have it. Flexibility reigns supreme. The second issue will be affordability. As a result, our driving academy location will provide you with all the payment options you want. $500 to get you started, and we'll figure out a payment plan for the remainder. This means that everyone can find at least $500. We provide payment plans that start as little as $90 a week. So, based on the package you're looking for and how much you're willing to spend, we'll adapt it to meet your demands. There are no credit checks when we do payment plans. Background checks are not performed. There are no credit pulls or anything like that. Everything is quite straightforward, and there is no interest. Another great feature is that we provide lifetime job placement. So, after you acquire your license from us, we'll be here to help you find work for the rest of your life. We don't want to tie you down to a firm, so we won't place you in any organization that requires you to sign a contract. Because we think that liberty reigns supreme. So if you feel that liberation is king, I believe it is worthwhile to pay some money to obtain your CDL license. Because you will be paying for your liberty. Would you rather spend 2 or 3 years of your life studying for a CDL? Since that is what you will be doing if you choose the paid CDL training way. Right now, if you don't have any money and there aren't any other options available to you, that's a terrific way to ensure that you can create something of yourself, and that you can. We genuinely live up to it. However, if you do not want to risk 2, 3, or 4 years of your life being trapped in this contract that you have handed over, then I would strongly advise you to find a means to pay for it yourself. Then we'll assist you in finding a job that allows you to do various things. So the wonderful thing about the jobs we provide is that they have a variety of options. We can connect you with a company that provides tuition reimbursement, which is a popular choice. That is, you will be paid the same amount of money as you would if you simply worked for them. But since you came to our school, which is accredited, it will actually pay you a monthly stipend to repay your studies in addition to your current salary. As a result, your training was essentially complimentary. To put it another way, if you want free CDL training, you must first pay for your CDL. First and foremost, there is training. Then, seek for a company that is concerned about employee retention. Not via a contract, but rather through the culture they build and various programs such as sign-on bonuses or tuition reimbursements. This means that it will pay for your education and is essentially free. So, if you want to understand more about how our program works, call us at +1 702 476 5067 or go to applycdlvegas.com. We can then lead you through the entire procedure there. We'll be here to help you till the day you die. Our goal is to get 1 million people on the path to liberty. What could be more liberating than driving wherever you want? Working for anyone you choose and earning the money you want. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Please like our video, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell. Hopefully, we'll get to see each other soon. Thanks.